Thank you for joining us on this wonderfully sunny 3rd of October here, and I am here with you, and I have a firing that I did last night that I thought we could open together. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Righty ho, so here we are. This is the kiln. Well, you haven't seen that video yet because I haven't posted it. I haven't put it up there, but maybe there's something you can notice about this kiln that might catch your eye if you're observant. Well, what we find is, in fact, that down there where I'm pointing there should be a cone, but as you can see there is none. So this kiln I had to fire with no cone. So I had to, it was a bit, I realised that the cone was not in there once I'd got to about 1400 degrees, so there was no way I was going to stop the kiln, put the cone in. So I thought, well, okay, well, we'll have to go with it and do the best we can, fly by the seat of our pants, and see if we can just using the pyrometer estimate and gauge when would be the right time to shut it off anyway. So here it is. Let's just take them out and have a look in the sun. All of these pots basically are available. Pretty nice, I would say. Good reduction. Nice oxides. Iron oxide looks good. Cobalt looks good. Turned out very nice. One foxglove tankard. Pop him up there. Let's pull out another one. If any of these grab you or you want one, some of them may not be available. It just depends. I have some orders I'm trying to fulfill that I wasn't able to get out from the last firing. So I told people that there'll be some in this firing. But just grab a screenshot, send me the screenshot, send it to simonleachpottery@gmail.com, and I will get it to you. Quite nice. Basically come out pretty satisfactory, these. When you think that they're raw glazed, no bisque, quite high success rate I have to say. Straight up to cone 10. Okay, here's one more. I'd just like to show you these. Oh, now look at that one now. See, that's interesting. Don't know if you can notice there, just where my thumb is, just there. There's a little lifting has occurred. And you know what? I think I know why. That's because normally these are glazed inside first and then outside. And I usually leave a little bit of time between those two glazing operations. With these, I had 4 mugs that I needed to get through, and I pushed it a little bit. I didn't leave. I had them out in the sun drying. They were only out there for about 10-15 minutes, and then I glazed the outside. And you see what's happened there as a result. That little, it's like a little window, a little lifts, and so that one will have to be a second. I may just put a little bit of epoxy resin just in that, just to secure it so it doesn't come off. Or I'll use it myself in the house, Yeah, I use seconds. Just another one to use in the house, if that was it. Interesting, wasn't it? I just said that they were pretty reliable, these, and have a high success rate, and then immediately I get a second. Too funny. Okay, here is a different design tankard with cobalt flex, sort of split 50-50, with half, the bottom half, with wood ash, taken, as I told you the other day, from the burnt leaves of my walnut tree. Okay. So that one more. This is one with the flecks are not going horizontal, they're darting in all directions, like tadpoles, you know. It's quite nice though, isn't it? It's come out quite well. Right, there's a shelf we've got to take out. Just rock it a little bit before we take it out. Shove them down there. Now, let's see what's going on down here. Yeah, it's mainly kind of mugs. Yeah, just grab a screenshot. Send me the screenshot on an email. Say, Simon, I'm interested in that one. They are all going to be, price-wise, they're basically $49, but then with the shipping on top, they do end up being, depending where you are in the country, if you just send me your zip code, just send me your address in with your order, so to speak. But they will be sort of $62 or $64 depending where they're going. You know, if they're going to go all the way out to the west coast, they're probably going to be more like $64. That's a plain one that doesn't have just the wood ash, you know. Sometimes it's nice just to have something simple, isn't it? Not with sort of too much decoration. What do we got here? This looks like a, oh yeah, tea bowl. Tea bowls I am selling at the moment for 65 bucks. So they're a little bit more pricey. That's because they're a little bit more individual. They're not sort of like the tankards are more like what we call standard ware, whereas tea bowls are a little bit freer and they're a little bit more one-off. So yeah, another tankard. Another tankard. See, we can get quite a few pots, can't we, in this little, although it's a small kiln, we can stuff them in there. Quite nice. Yeah, just grab a screenshot, write to me. It'll be the first email that I get. First one I get after I've uploaded it, that person will get the priority over that particular pot. You notice the wood ash here, when you spray it a bit heavier, you get this sort of dappling patina effect. That's quite nice actually. Something about that one I quite like. That is sold, I can tell. Somebody's looking at that right now and thinking, I want it. That's fine, you can have it. Just buzz me an email with a screenshot and it'll be all yours. The thing about this kind of pottery, you know, there can be a particular pot, there's something about it, you know, which it's, and I could say, well, that's okay, I can make you another. But you know what, sometimes you just cannot make another that's exactly like that one, you know, it's just the way things are sometimes. Sometimes the kiln is rather particularly kind to, ooh, a little bit stuck on the bottom there. I'm thinking I need to put some fresh backwash maybe. I like the way the oxides have behaved. They're quite nice. I think it's a little hotter down there on the bottom shelf. Well, it is a little hotter down there on the bottom. I know it is, but I think that is showing in the. See, they're all individual. These really. I mean, they're not. Now I'm saying something I didn't say. I said they were all standard wear. Well, they are sort of standard wear shape-wise, but I have some liberty as to what decoration. I try and be a bit spontaneous with my decorations. Here you've got some tadpoles, see? Tadpoles swimming in the pond. Once fired, straight up to cone 10 in reduction. You want to get a little kiln like this. Make one. So, how many tankers do we get out of there? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tankards and 1 tea-bowl. So although it's a small little space, let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, very slightly oxidized. That sometimes happens down there in that bottom. That's just a little drinking cup. Down the bottom there, sometimes we get a little bit of oxidization down there, especially in that corner down there. Oh, that one's pretty. Well, that's a peach. Sweet. Like that. What is not to like? Nice. Very nice. Little bud vase for the table, for that stray fallen flower, a rose maybe. And just 2 more down here, and then we're done. Yes, very slightly oxidized. I can tell by the clay body underneath here. It looks a little oxidized. Passable though. It's not, you know, it's not a second or anything because of it. It's strange that people like that kind of stuff, you know. Little foxglove bud vase, very slightly oxidized. Okay, quite nice. Alright folks, there it is. So that is in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 pots. 18 pots there out of that little firing. And one of them is a second, isn't it? One is a second. That guy is a second. Because of that little... And that happens if I don't leave enough time between the dipping of the inside and then the glazing of the outside. If I bring that time, if it's too soon, that's what can happen. Now maybe some technical person out there could tell me why and what's actually going on there. My personal belief is that it is air, trapped air in the wall of the pot that's seeking a place to exit, and it lifts a little flap so the air can come out. That's my theory and I'm sticking to it. But if anybody out there has got more of a better explanation, here we have the kiln chart from last night. Yeah, we didn't finish till just about midnight. So yeah, but no cone. All things considered, you have to say, considering it had no cone, it was actually a pretty good firing, I would say. You know, I'm happy with it. Alright folks, thanks for joining us. If you're interested in coming on a workshop, write to me, simonleachpottery@gmail.com. If you're interested in any pot out of this firing, any mug up there or anything, then grab the screen still, email that to me, first email I get. As I told you, the tankards are going to be around between $62 and $64, including shipping. Send me your address. T-bowl there at $65. The other items, I think the little cup thingies there are $26 or $27. Bud vases are $32, I think, plus shipping, of course. Okay, there it is, folks. Thanks for joining us. Until the next video, keep practicing. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye now.